Hey everybody, my name is Nick Schatz and I'm the executive pastor here at Hershey Free Church. Now last week I told you about a few new things that our church was going to try in the coming months. COVID forced us to cancel certain events and programs, but we're bringing some old things back and we're trying out some new things as well. Now in this video I want to explain how our leadership is making decisions about COVID mitigation. There are a lot of voices out there, a lot of experts and professionals telling organizations like ours how they should run things. So this is how the leadership of Hershey Free Church is making decisions. What are they using as metrics, or what are we monitoring? These are good questions, and that's what I want to answer today. So every organization is different. For us at Hershey Free, we are mostly monitoring 4 factors. Number 1 is recommendations coming from the CDC and the PA Department of Health. Second, we're monitoring local schools and what they are doing. Third, we network with other churches nearby that are of similar size. And then fourth, we have a handful of medical professionals in the congregation that we keep close contact with. Now, we pay most attention to that 4th factor, the medical professionals who are within our church. Now, I have a caution for you all. Some of you watching this video are going to think that we're moving, too quickly. You believe that we should wait longer to open up and take the steps that we are taking. Now, others of you think the exact opposite. You think we're moving like snails, we're living in fear because we're still social distancing and stuff. So I just want to caution all of us against jumping to conclusions about what your fellow brothers and sisters in the church are thinking about. Instead, I hope this gives you confidence that the church staff and the elder board are devoting significant time and thought and prayer into how we mitigate the COVID-19 virus at our church. Now, as we look ahead to the spring and the summer, I'm feeling optimistic. Warmer weather will allow us to do more outdoors, especially for those of you in Live, Love, Lead groups. And every week, more and more people are getting vaccinated against COVID-19. Summer and fall ministries could look a lot different. Now, speaking of church leadership, I want you to pray with us. This weekend, on Friday and Saturday, the elder board and 9 of us on church staff will gather on site for our annual elder retreat. We're going to be talking about adaptive ministry, about our long-term vision, and ways that we can move forward and build bridges with one another. Now, we're going to talk through big picture items like our leadership pipeline and mapping out an intentional discipleship pathway and our digital platform and how to engage young adults in our community. Would you make a commitment to pray with us? Between now and Saturday, ask God to give us boldness at this retreat. Ask for us to have unity as a team. Ask for us to have wisdom in taking next steps during a time where the situation changes often. And lastly, I announced last week that we are purchasing a tent. Now, we wanted to take a step towards bringing our church closer together. So our plan is to open up outdoor services beginning April 11th with masks optional. To protect our equipment from the sun and our bodies from the heat as well, our church is buying a very large tent. Now, if you would like to donate directly to the purchase of this tent, check out the e-bulletin this week, and we'll include a link in that email for you to get to that. Hershey Free, thank you. Thank you for sticking with your church. You could have found a church that handled COVID exactly the way that you preferred it. You could have tuned out and listened to whatever famous preacher you wanted to on Sundays. You could have easily walked away from your connect groups, from your small groups, from your relationships at the church, and just kind of lived your own life. But you are still engaged with your church family. So thank you. We need each other.